The last few days I've been seeing a few pheasants up on the roadside on the way to and from work, and it got me thinking that soon roosters will be fighting for some companionship here this spring. So I thought I'd talk about the pheasants a little bit. Beginning in early March and peaking in May, roosters scatter from the winter cover and establish territories. And usually a pheasant's territory is somewhere between 3 and 10 acres in size. And then they start to attract their hens by crowing. Most of this crowing is going to occur sunrise and sunset. On average, pheasants move 2/3 of a mile between winter cover and nesting habitat. Some may move as much as 1.5 miles, depending on the quality of the cover that they're living in. Each rooster will typically breed 3 to 7 hens. Sometimes fierce battles will happen. It's not real common, though. Most of the disputes are settled just by bluffing. But the sharp spurs and pointed beaks sometimes can be used as weapons. After breeding, the hen will begin nesting and laying 1 egg a day, typically starting in mid to late April, and will continue until her clutch is complete. Clutch is usually around 10 to 12 eggs. The hen alone is responsible for the incubation process. That lasts about 23 days and starts the day that her last egg is laid. So the complete nesting cycle from laying to hatch usually is around 37 days. This makes mid-April to June an extremely vital time for the reproduction success of pheasants. And there are 3 main factors for the nest failure during this period. Nest disturbance by haying or mowing. One way folks can alleviate that is by using flushing bars on the farm equipment. Hopefully this will save the hen and the hen can re-nest at that point. Predators are another one. Fox, raccoon, and skunks. They'll either eat the eggs, or if they can get a hold of the hen, they'll do that too. And then the final thing is the weather. A wet spring can equate to low nest success. Pheasants will only have 1 brood per year, but if their nest or eggs are destroyed, they will try to re-nest until it's successful. Nesting takes a lot of energy, and with each re-nest, the clutch size will be decreased. Eventually, the hen's energy reserves are exhausted, and there's not enough time in the nesting season to have a successful hatch, so they just will give up at that point. Hen success averages around 50% in areas without much nesting cover, and up to 70%, or actually more than 70% in areas where there's a good amount of nesting cover. Pheasant chicks are born ready to run and can leave the nest following the hen in search of food within hours of hatching. Pheasant chicks' main diet are insects, but to be able to get those insects, the chick needs to have good brood-rearing habitat. And good brood-rearing habitat means good lateral overhead concealment from predation. So tall grasses are really good, stiff-stemmed grasses. And since they're being hunted themselves, it's good for concealment. From a hatch of a dozen chicks, only about 6 of them are going to survive until the pheasant opener. Yet broods are required, also require ground open at the ground level, and about 30% is kind of what they require. They'll feed at the ground level, and the 30% is usually best with native grasses and wildflowers. And most native grasses and wildflowers, the grasses are a lot of times are bunch grasses, which just means they grow in clumps, which creates that ground level open area. And obviously the wildflowers are what attracts the insects that the chick's diet does require. CRP is a great way to put more pheasant habitat on your property. If you have small, odd-shaped or unproductive croplands on your property, maybe CRP is a way to help with your bottom line. If you're interested in CRP, you can certainly give us a call here at the Soil and Water District at 320-251-7800, extension 3, and we can talk to you about possible CRP options in creating habitat on your property. This has been Jason Selvog with the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District with your Conservation Report. Have a great day.